Armed Forces Day commemorates the worst naval tragedy in South Africa's history, the sinking of the SS Mendi in 1917. The original Mendi was carrying South African troops to assist the British in World War I. Travelling at full speed in foggy, dangerous waters, 20 kilometers from the Isle of Wight, the Darrow, a ship twice the size of the Mendi, crashed into it. Over 600 men perished. Armed Forces Day remembers not only these soldiers, but others who have died since then on the front lines. 8,000 SANDF personnel are expected to partake in several activities throughout the course of this week, leading up to the main event, with 4 South African Navy ships made available for public viewings. Ahead of Armed Forces Day, the SA Navy has also announced that the naval base situated in Durban will be moved to Richards Bay.
It was TNPA who came to the Navy and said that they have large plans for the development of Durban Port, and the Navy base in Salisbury Island occupies prime property in the port. They would like the SA Navy to drastically reduce its footprint in Durban so that they can develop the harbour. As the SANDF stands to gain by this arrangement, our leadership has approved this move in principle.
In April last year, following the devastating floods, the SANDF was called in to assist. It will once again play a critical role as government has declared a national state of disaster to respond to floods in several provinces.
We've already started utilizing some of our assets in areas where our people are affected. The Air Force dispatched air assets to assist the people that were in distress, both in Mpumalanga and here in KZN Vembe, as well as KZN Vembe and Mpumalanga. That planning is underway together with the local disaster management entities to ensure that we provide the necessary support to our people.
Meanwhile, the SANDF would not be drawn into commenting on its plans for naval exercises with Russia and China that are expected to start later this month. There's been an outcry by several countries regarding the Russian frigate in South African waters. Exercise Morsi II is the second tri-nation naval exercise between the 3 countries.
We have had exercises, I think, from last year. One that we had was outside, and you would know we had that exercise with the French. And we have had a number of exercises actually, and therefore we have also had, that was in June, the exercise that we had, and it was around here in Richards Bay, and we had that one with the United States. And in November we had an exercise with France. And this time around we're going to have an exercise with Russia. And the reason for this, it's because we are exercising ourselves. We want to learn from others. We want to gain experience in as much as they will have to gain experience from ourselves. So that is the purpose for this exercise, which we have right now with, as we have termed it, Exercise Morsi.
The SANDF says that this year's Armed Forces Day will once again be a spectacular event as the Army and the Navy demonstrate and display their capabilities. Jade Paulser, SABC News, Richards Bay.